Greetings, I am Liz and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And
let's play a game together. Yeah, let's speed date ghosts together.
Guys, this is speed dating for ghosts.
Ghosts, it is.
Honestly, Halloweeny. And
yes.
You know what? I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so we know, as usual, very little about this game. We did read that it has mentions of, like, death and dying.
Frank discussions of death.
And the consequences thereof.
Yes, and then also some of it intentionally trying to be humorous.
Some of it being humorous, some of it being more serious. But it's set in, like, a graveyard, and it is literally like a dead person dating. So
yeah.
so themes of that. Now we're gonna get started.
We're
gonna give this a try.
Alright.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh
no, you're freaking cute.
Oh, hello there.
You're so cute.
You must be here for the speed dating.
Why are you so cute?
My name is Fran.
Fran, you're adorable.
I run this little operation. Nice to meet you, Fran, or so what's the deal?
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna use the tiny little skeleton hand. Wee!
You can use either one.
It's so charming.
Alright, use the skeleton hand.
Hold on. It's nice to meet you, Fran. So what's the deal? You know what? I'm gonna go with the I'm a little nervous. So instead of like, okay, I need to know things, we're gonna go, so it's nice to meet you.
You're a nice one. We get all kinds of ghosts here.
Oh dear.
Oh wait, are we dead?
Yeah.
Nice ones, sad ones, a few spooky customers.
As far as I know, you are a ghost dating, so you start dead.
I guess, maybe.
No, that's what it is. You're already a ghost, yes.
It gets lonely being a ghost.
It has been pretty difficult. I like being
a we are. I guess we just are a ghost. Okay.
Yeah, like we are. I think it even said that the protag is a ghost. I'm trying to remember. Pardon me, the game is really loud. Okay, whoo. All right. Has been pretty difficult.
Or I like being alone. I think if you're dating,
if I'm here and I wasn't here like against my will, it's been pretty difficult.
It's been pretty. It has. Wonderful! Then let's get started. We've got 3 rooms set up, each with their own super fun themes.
Oh god.
You pick one.
Oh god.
And sit at a table.
Oh god.
Okay.
Then what? Very much. Then what?
Another ghost who also signed up sits across from you. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them.
The pauses, the weighted pauses.
Then a bell rings, and you switch seats.
A bell rings from somewhere.
Oh, just like that.
Oh god.
In all, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds. And at the end, you get to choose your favorite. If they liked you too, you go on a date. How's all that sound?
Okay, first of all, this game is freaking adorable. I like how it just jumps right in. I'm charmed immediately. The options make some sense to me, but right after that, I'm going, I bet there are so many ghosts designed for this game. If you get to first choose a room and then randomly go to a chair, you probably have so many possibles in here.
You probably really do. So I can't wait, or we'll see, or can you
say all that again? I think it's really I'm just gonna be like, I'm a little overwhelmed. Can you say all that again?
Okay, I'm afraid she'll literally repeat
I don't
everything.
think she will.
We've got 3 rooms set up.
Oh no, she's
each with their own super fun themes. You pick one and sit at that table.
Okay, makes sense. I get it. Okay, she repeats everything. That's amazing.
That's
sorry.
I'm somewhere, just like that, you know.
Okay. I didn't realize she repeated all. That's amazing.
You
instead
really
of going,
didn't believe it?
Instead of just saying she repeats everything.
Yes.
You know, we'll see.
It'll be an experience, at least.
Yep.
First things first. Though.
What's your name? What's your name?
What's your name? Spooky.
Is that a save?
I guess.
Thingy?
Oh, no. Choose your room. Room of black, room of liars, or room of palms.
This sounds very like
slugs.
Like I was gonna say, it sounds like it's almost like your tarot deck theme.
Kind of.
Palms and liars, but like just off a little bit. Just off to the side.
Right.
Instead of, cups and swords, it's liars and palms. Alright, room of black with slugs. Room of liars with possible liars as well. And room of palms. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the room of palms. I know nothing about this.
They sound really handsy.
I love that also all of these could be like, except for their spellings, like they could all be homonyms. And that's interesting to me. Candle. Oh god.
The room of palms. It looks like the basement of an old church. faded linoleum floors.
Oh God.
Spare walls with the odd religious print, framed in peach-colored wood.
Ah.
Oh God, having flashbacks. On one side is a large open kitchen.
Every church I've ever been to, giant open kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation hum and drip.
Yep.
This must be where the cabbage smell is coming from.
Oh God.
Rows of long tables are set up for the next spaghetti supper.
1, it's a church that in operation, theoretically, and 2, you still have a sense of smell.
Oh God.
We are smelling ghosts.
They work well enough for today's speed dating.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Okay, that reminds me of the My Little Pony movie of, this princess smells. You could too.
The bell rings and a ghost appears.
Oh God. Oh my God. That is a football.
Top.
Oh, that is such a jock at football, but your speckles are freaking adorable.
They're really cute. Sup? I'm Riley. They're pretty hot for a ghost.
Okay, so these are gonna be me like having to voice, or honestly, I kind of want to go with silent pro tag if it keeps being only buttons, you know?
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you.
But I don't know how you do it, because most of them tend to be intrepid and let's do the thing. And
That's what I mean, though. Just like I've done so far. Basically of being, I responded by just reading this and going, okay, they'll do that. I don't know. I'm like, I'll try and come up with something. It's fine. Maybe they'll just be British.
Or you just play yourself.
I could just play myself. Me, it's lies.
It's
Speed dating
lies.
some ghosts.
What? Speed date. You
All
should
right.
speed date.
Thanks.
like hot.
Slow down there, bunny. You're not so bad yourself. The football kind of puts me off a little bit, but that sounds fine because you are adorable. You're not so bad yourself.
Right?
Hi. Oh God.
Isn't
the
it
kissy
cool we
face?
say the age we died makes dying young a little better?
Oh God. How'd you die? I can guess. Why are you speed dating? You're not even gonna ask my name. Why are you speed dating? Because I forgot about your name too.
Actually.
100%. Did they even give a name? I don't remember.
Who knows?
Why are you speed dating?
You're probably thinking, what's this hunk of man doing here?
No.
I feel ya. Even hunks need a little help sometimes. It's been a while since I bit it. Still haven't found the one, you know. I've tried mixers, personal ads, beefy boy seeks nice ghost for some one-on-one. Nothing doing. I need to power my crystals. So I figured I'd give this a go.
I'm like also just like, you're really just like some one-on-one. Are you talking sport or are you talking, if you're just like, I'm looking for sex, you might be in the wrong venues.
Right?
Anyway.
It seemed fun.
How'd you end up a ghost? So you're into sports. It really is like, it's right here. It's the elephant in the room. Do you want to ask about it or not?
I'm not.
I would ignore it.
I mean, sports are into you. Alright, so you have to go so you would end up a ghost. So how'd you end up a ghost?
Why wouldn't I say so you're into sports?
You said you would ignore it.
No, I said I would ignore this.
Oh! Okay.
I would ignore asking about the obvious.
So you're into sports! How is that not obvious?
That's what I mean. It's a panic response.
Sports!
Someone shows up with a hockey stick shoved through their heart, and you're like, so you like...
So are you a vampire?
Sports! So you died on a hockey rink, baby? So did you play hockey a lot?
No. What do you think of hockey as a sport?
Right, just that way. So what do you think of
Who's your favorite hockey team? You has no idea about anything about hockey.
Them, I don't like hockey. And you're like kind of casually glancing down at it, trying not to look at it. And they're like, oh my God, I was transporting hockey sticks and I got in a car wreck. Excuse you.
Thank you.
Hi. So you're into sports?
How did you know?
The football in your head? Lucky guess. It was the one-on-one, really?
Nice. I played football in college.
You also called yourself a jock.
Too much football, it turned out. How about you? Also,
No.
like, you're a weird, like, shark man. Like, who has...
I know, right?
Freckles. And, like... I have to say, though, also, the art style really reminds me of Doodle Date.
I could say, yeah.
But I
was
do
gonna
have to
that too.
say, okay, this is, again, a thing that I laugh about. But I'm just like... there's a typical, like, styling that people get into when they're not used to doing art. Like, a thing that basically a lot of people focus on when you're different genders. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, people are like, yes, this is what the boy draw like, and this is what the girl draw like. These look like what the boy draw like to me.
Is the creator of this game a designated male?
Is potentially, or at least was just raised as a boy. Who knows?
Yeah, raised as a boy.
Raised as a boy.
How about you?
I did. You into sports?
I'm also like, okay, so question. Since the first one didn't look anywhere near human, and this one doesn't look any like human, I'm gonna say, is this like all ghosts from all of the universe?
Who knows?
Or are we somewhere else? I am actually not really. Not really.
I'll level with you. Sports are a big part of who I am. I'm not like a one-note guy. I'm not just about sports, but I sure like them.
Okay.
It's a deal breaker for me, or
why do you like them? I feel like the bell's gonna go off before I choose something. I keep being nervous going, is there actually a timer? Is it how many times
I think you can only ask so many questions.
I think so. Why do you like them?
Like, where do we even start? It's like...
Ding.
Ding.
Goodbye.
Yeet. The bell rings.
For whom the bell tolls.
Yes! A snap. Halftime! Guess we call time out.
I'm also like, okay, so you're like, I love sports. And I'm like, do you like football or sports? And when you say sports, do you mean like all sports? Like some people think of like chess as a sport. What are we talking here?
Right? Let's keep this going in the second half. They're just saying I'd like to see you later, probably.
Deal breaker.
Another ghost appears.
Poof. Oh, hello.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Hello! Sunshine!
Hi there.
The ghost takes a long drag of their cigarette.
Whoa.
The smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back.
Whoa. I'm no sunshine. They let you smoke in here? Nice to meet you. You know what? I've had that one a lot when I was younger and I was crazy blonde. And I'd just be like, I'm no sunshine. Like, oh my God, the people that called me like Goldilocks and things like that. I'm just like, you really can't think of anything other than the color of my hair?
That was my mom's real big value in my hair. It was frustrating. More of a rain cloud, then. I can work with that.
A little smile.
My name's Vera. The lady in smoke.
Wow.
That's what the ghost hunters call me.
Ooh.
Ghost hunters? Or you look familiar.
I'm to ghost hunters? Like for me, I was doing ghost hunters.
Living weirdos, trying to prove we exist.
I'm gonna say, for my own self, when I think I recognize someone, I don't ask them about it. Like in real life, I never have, unless I specifically want something from them or I need help. If I'm just in a place and I go, that person looks really familiar, I just go, that person looks really familiar. And then I sit with my brain going, do I know them from somewhere? Where might it be? Or I forget about it because that's all I've got. Mm-hmm. And I don't usually seek it out at all.
The thing that cracks me up is that, like, I have definitely asked people before, but it's not because I want anything. It's just because I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out where I know you. Like this thing where you go, I know you.
See, that thing? I don't do that.
Yeah.
So many people have done it to me. Like, oh my God, do I know you? And I'm always like, maybe it's because it happens to me so much that I just don't do it to anyone else because it always catches me off guard. Like, what do you want?
Like, what do you... But the thing is why do you believe, though, that people want something?
My experiences in life so far.
Oh, no.
Like, almost everyone
wants something.
From the time I've been,
never
14 on up. It is always they're looking for help with something. They're looking to sell you something. They're looking for you to join something.
Oh, God.
Period. Like, they are not just like, wow, that's so great. Well, it's good seeing you again. None. Never.
Hunter sounds dramatic. Gives him too much credit. For years now, I've haunted Vegas. The glitzier condominiums on the strip. Noxious houses behind gates. I wake up, rich fools at night, shrouded in grey smoke.
That's hilarious.
Jangling pennies.
Pennies.
Wailing, pay the price. junk like that.
Oh my god, you're having so much fun with your afterlife. That sounds like you are having so
Why
much
the rich?
fun.
Or that's pretty cool.
Honestly, I'm like, that's pretty cool. That is clearly, I know what entertains me, and I'm gonna fucking do it. That's
Fuck
pretty
with the rich.
cool.
Do it. Thanks, hon. Spend lots of time working on it.
I'm also like, that's very different than like a real, like a living person doing that. If this is your afterlife, like like if a real person was like, I just pull pranks on people all the time, the rich people, I'd be like, don't fuck with people's reality. We can't understand each other well enough anyway.
Right.
But if you are literally a ghost, go for it, my bro.
Right.
Fucking have a great time, okay?
Enjoy your day. Spend lots of time working on it. I like when they choke on the smoke, choke themselves awake. Then they see me floating at the foot of the bed, looking ready for a funeral. It works. Except when the smoke alarm goes off. Then it's not as scary. Did you die in Vegas? So you're famous? You should disconnect the alarm!
Okay, but that's amazing. That's really funny. But also, like, just sitting there, puffing quietly on a cigarette, and then just, like, stand at the foot of the bed and just...
blowing on people. Fuck
trying
you.
to huff it at you. Also, like, it looks like your body multiplies the smoke aggressively. And me, personally, I'm like, cigarette smoke has such a very distinctive, specific smell. I'm going,
does.
is it smoke or cigarette smoke? Like, what does it sound like? You know, whatever.
Right.
Taste, like smell like, what have you. I want to know. Just being like, what is it? Definitely someone smoking in your room, and it's so thick it's like a smoking room.
Right.
You die in Vegas, so you're famous. I'm just gonna ask about Vegas.
Sure. Ask about Vegas. Go for it.
Did you die in
I
Vegas?
was an executive assistant to this big shot casino owner. This was back in the boom. Everyone moved in post-war. By the early 50s, it was a wonderland. My boss was a real piece of work. Balding, bad suits, always eating peanuts.
I've seen that guy in movies.
Tossing back rye,
Yep.
drinking all the time.
Totally.
He was obsessed with money, got it any way he could, and never let it go. No one liked him, but plenty feared him. It was my job to keep his sins quiet. Anyway, that's me. What brings you to this thing?
You are, of the two, the only one who asked me about myself.
It's true,
Actually, which made me less interested in the other one. And honestly, you're more interesting than he was. So,
Yes.
just saying. I was bored. I was lonely. Can we talk more about you?
I mean, if you went...
I can't pick for myself because I wouldn't say anything.
So you go from your start one. You were lonely.
I was gonna say, but I'm gonna be like consistent with the character. I was lonely.
So you're kind of playing yourself a little modded. I hear ya. I'm about as lonely as a lost shoe. Just as useless, too. You get used to it. Also, you never get used to it.
Aww.
I'm surprised you're lonely. You're not useless. We could be lonely together.
We've been lonely together.
I'd be like, you're not useless. You're
I just
fucking
be
torturing the rich in their sleep. Fuck yeah.
I say, honestly, you're not useless. Like, if ghosts have any use at all, and you don't have to be useful, and there's nothing wrong with being useless, but, like, you're not useless. You're not valueless.
Thanks, hon. Sometimes I'm not sure. Anything I do matters. Got that feeling even in life. Can't seem to make it go away.
I say, the bell's about to come, but also, you talked so much more than the last one.
Uh-huh.
Wow, and asked about us. That's great.
The bell rings. Guess that's the bell. We'll have to pick this up later. See ya.
Are there going to be any of them that are not interested in you?
Who knows? I mean, they all
like,
came here
that's-
for a purpose that would be really unusual.
Well, it could be, but the thing is like, if I'm here and I know what I want, then I can be like, you're not it.
Yeah, right?
And going, I'm obviously dating other people too, because that's how the event works. So that.
Another ghost appears.
Oh my god, what even are you?
I don't know. How?
Hey.
I'm Stephanie.
Okay.
But you can call me Steph. Everybody does.
Hi, Steph.
Hi.
Is that...
Okay, so I'm nervous.
I've never done anything like this before. It's been like an hour putting my face on this morning.
What brings you to speed dating?
I've been single for a while. At first, it was great. I did what I wanted to do. Taught myself some Japanese, play my clarinet every day without fail, allowed myself time to get to know the real me. But after a while, the silence gets to you. My cat only says so much.
Is it a dead cat, or is it a real cat that can see you, even though you're dead? Tell me about your cat. Yes! Thank you. I would do... Okay, so there are people... Frequently, when I end up in a conversation that I'm uncomfortable with and I don't know how to leave, I really will ask them about something, the only thing in their life I can latch on to. Like, I'll grasp for straws. Tell me about your cat. Sounds like me.
Yes.
I won't care, but if I can't leave the conversation, tell me about your cat.
Clarence, after the angel, but he's more of a demon, especially around food.
Food demon.
You know how most cats have this pleasant meow,
Oh, God.
almost a mew. Clarence wails and whines, all raspy like he's dying or dead. You probably think I'm so weird.
We're all a little weird. I try not to judge. I say this one because the thing is saying I try not to judge, one, means that you are judging, and two, every time I've heard anyone say that is usually a very judgmental person.
Yes.
Like, so I really
try
not to say that. Like, even like people in my life are like, well, I don't judge.
But I spent the
poor
last
people.
hour judging. Yeah.
Well, the thing is sometimes the very label of I don't judge, fill in label here, that label is judgmental.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so you've already judged by assigning that label. So
And the thing is to assume that people don't judge, and that judging is also a specific
bad thing.
Specific, like, bad thing and looks like a specific thing is incorrect.
Like, one, people have to judge everything. You have to judge whether or not you can, hit the next step with your foot.
Right? You're
like,
making casual decisions all the
judgments.
time.
Is that a person or not? Is that a dog in the road? Judgment. Can I stop now at the stop sign?
And, like, sometimes it's not even, like, you're not even intentionally meaning something poor, but there are some times where it's like, yes, I need to make a decision about whether or not this individual looks like they're reaching out to hurt me, or
whatever
if
it
they're
is.
just reaching out to grab something, or I don't know what's going on.
Also, like, there's not enough, like, I don't judge is too generalized of a phrase.
Yeah.
Because literally the difference between I judge, I'll be okay if I go to bed at this hour. I judge, that's enough food.
Right.
Like, everything is a judgment. All right. We're all a little weird.
I suppose it makes me normal. There's nothing worse than meeting someone and running out of things to say after, 10 minutes. That's why I'm here! There's no time to get bored. If you do, it's almost impressive.
Tell me about playing clarinet. Tell me about learning Japanese. You are not interviewing me. I am interviewing you.
Yes.
Interestingly, the game is really structured as though, like, they're not here on a speed date seeing me for the first time. It's so much like, it's more like they're presenting themselves to me, which as far as I understand is not how speed dating works.
Yes.
Generally the way it works is you're both showing up and presenting yourselves to each other, so you both want to be asking questions about the other person, unless we're specifically trying to say this person is self-centered also. Alright, tell me about learning Japanese. Because I would be interested in
I
languages.
thought I'd pick it up easily, since it's so far removed from English. There's such an art to drawing the characters, but there are so many! First you learn hiragana, those are the basic characters for sounds, then katakana, for words taken from other languages. By the time I learned all those, I thought I was getting pretty good! Then came kanji. There are thousands of kanji characters! It's overwhelming.
It's like learning to read, and but it's worse than that, because, like, okay, so it's like learning to read predictably, like I've had to do, where I recognize in a lot of ways whole words, because my dyslexia makes parsing them out letter by letter really difficult, and so it's more of like a, does this word look like something I've seen? And sometimes I predict them wrong because of that, but, like, I don't tend to see Y-O-U, I tend to see U as an object or item. And I tend to learn fonts when I look at them in the same way. Pardon me, if you're not looking at the cursor while you're listening, I'm indicating the words here, just so you know. Alright, you have an eternity to learn. You can always visit Japan. For me, I would tend to be like, you have all the time you need to learn.
Yeah, you have no pressure. Honestly, I think one of the reasons why people also suffer so hard in regards to learning is that, well, because capitalism has taken away so much of our time and also said that your time needs to be, quote, valuable.
And productive.
People really actually drop things that they would really enjoy pretty quickly and easily.
Well, also, if you're gonna learn another language, then you need to learn it for adding value to yourself.
Yes.
Not because you
Is
want
it for
to.
a job?
It needs to be monetizable.
God, I fucking hate
You
that.
have an eternity to learn.
I'll die before I learn the language.
You're already dead.
True. I mean, we all are in a sense, right? Waiting to die.
No.
I mean, you're dead, Steph. You know you're a ghost, right? Oh, poor Steph doesn't know.
I wouldn't know how to say either of these. It would really be like, I would redirect to something like, do you know what this event is?
Right?
Like, I would really go somewhere softer to start. When someone seems like they are completely in denial with something that I think is a normal fact of reality, I tend to step back a couple of paces.
Yeah, you're like, whoa,
and go,
we're on a very different page.
Let's see how much of the bigger picture we agree with, and then come down closer. Like, that's my approach. All right.
I don't know how to...
There's gonna be like, you know you're a ghost, right?
If only. Sometimes I wish I was a ghost, like, not dead. That would be terrible. But a ghost. And ephemeral, and time laws.
It is pretty great. I wouldn't feel the need to fix this person's viewpoint
you're
in this
fine.
short period.
Yeah.
It is pretty great.
What do you mean?
They're gonna get scared of us.
Oh,
We can't say I'm a ghost?
Oh, why can't you...
I want to say I am a ghost. Let me talk about me.
Let me talk about me. Let me talk about
Look, I appreciate that this speed dating person is not, Steph is not asking about me at all. And I appreciate that they're like, let me tell you about me. But I would just be like, well, I'm a ghost. Like, that's one of the ways to center people in reality. Again, stepping away from them instead of shoving on them that they have to understand their reality.
Yeah, you just bring
in a
it back
certain way.
to you.
Like there are... To avoid mansplaining, you can talk about your own reality rather than telling them what theirs must be.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if... part of me is wondering, so this is a suit, and you're not actually a ghost, and this is a fake face, and you're a live person who's speed dating for ghosts. I don't know. And if we'd have asked about it, we'd have known that. You died?
What? What do you mean?
Sorry?
No, wait! The bell can't be ringing yet! I don't understand! We're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost?
I think so.
Yeah, bye, honey.
Bye! Well, I know who my favorite was of those three, and we only get three.
We only do get three. The second round begins.
Oh, God.
I think we have to play through the whole thing.
I think we have to do 2 rounds of each of them.
So, I'm Melly again. So,
That's
like,
right. He did. That one did give us their name. Yep.
like, what should we talk about now?
I have no
Sports,
idea.
obviously. Got any dating tips? I have no idea.
I would really just be like, I mean, I would come up with something, but I would have to come up with something for me.
I would go with, honestly, probably like dating tips then. Would probably be more something about you going, okay, since we're here about dating, you have any dating tips?
Let's talk about
like
the
if I
environment.
had to try to conform to this, going,
Okay.
I wouldn't say I have no ideas, going, well, I'm here for dating. Do you have any dating tips? Because I don't want to talk about sports.
If this was me, you know what I would do? I would really be like, how are your other dates?
Right.
Like, that's what I would do. I would just be nosy and be like, okay, what's the other content
All right, give
you've
me the
acquired?
dates. What do you like?
Basically, what's the content you've acquired in your experience? Because that's an easy thing to talk about. So one person once told me that in America, and I always say in America because I know we have international listeners, so I don't just say this thing. But in America, their opinion of a perfect date is a movie and then dinner. Because if you have nothing else in common, at least you can talk about the movie at dinner.
Yes.
And they're like, and the movie is good because you can sort of get a sense of each other emotionally while it's going on, to know each other better without forcing interaction while it's happening, and then have something to talk about afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if that works for everybody, but it's a charming idea. You know? All right, got any dating tips?
Dating tips, huh?
Something stuck in your throat, sir.
I'm only a player on the field. Of it, love's no game for me. I just try to be real and ask the same of others.
It's pretty simple, actually.
You make a smoochy face a lot, actually, individual. You do.
You're smarter than you look.
I like you,
Riley.
right? You're smarter than you look. Oh, that's so rude.
That's so condescending.
And then this is the only other option. I'm afraid if I choose it, we're gonna get stuck with Riley.
Well,
let's see what happens.
I think you too.
Okay.
Do we ding ding?
That was so fucking fast.
The bell rings.
Alright, hey,
So, I was thinking, it might be fun to see a game together.
What?
My old team's playing our state rivals.
What?
It's been a while since I've checked in on them.
That's
That's
not my thing. Not my thing at all.
Bummer. But hey, I understand. I think maybe we can count this as a loss. There's always next time, though.
Wait, did we accidentally pick him and then turn down the date?
I
Is
think
that what that was?
they liked you enough, and then you could go on a date. And
Oh, good. We do get to see them all still. Oh my god.
Hello again, Sunshine. Good to see you back around. We already talked a bit about how I lived Vegas life, my crooked casino boss. I'd like to tell you about how I died.
I'm honestly curious. Are you sure? You don't want to know anything about me.
I don't. The problem is, in these games, friend, they cannot ask you about yourself.
I mean, they are asking you about
But the thing
yourself,
is, in
kind
some
of.
ways, they don't. They have to make assumptions for you.
Okay.
In order for you to be able to interact in a very limited space,
It's
these
true.
cannot encompass a person.
I was gonna say, no, but like, there can be, so what do you like? And you get 3 little box options.
I know,
Like-
but most of them really struggle because they're like, how do I condense people into these 3 boxes? And then sometimes they're like, is it worth it to do that, or is it easier to just talk about these constructed characters and have you interact with them in the ways that I can control?
And for me, I'm like, this sort of thing, these tell you who you are anyway. So I'm like, you're
Of
already
course
asking.
they do.
I was
Like,
I think people don't realize how much they're already asking you about yourself.
Of course they don't. The thing is, people go, oh no, but you're always asking about the characters. You're like, yeah, but you give me a limited series of questions to interact them with, and the questions you choose and how you choose to phrase them actually informs a lot as to the character that they are. Which is why I think it's really funny when people go, yeah, you have a blank slate protagonist that just goes through a lot of visual novels or Otome games that we play, and I'm like, no, they're not. They totally have a series of questions.
Hang on.
Huh.
You can't save this game, can you?
You cannot.
Oh no, we better keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I don't know how you want to do this because...
Alright, curious! Let's do it!
It's speed dating.
Yes.
Might as well lay my cards out. One day, in 1954, the casino rang me up. A voice, the boss's son, said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at a sitter and rushed over to the casino. You are a single parent.
You were.
I think you're...
Why did you go? You had a daughter? That would be my question.
Sure, you can go.
Because of course I assume you would do your job. I assume that's part of your job.
Yeah.
Why did you
Did. I was a single mom.
Yeah.
In the 50s, in case you were doubting. Well, I stayed at the job. The casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in and led me to the blackjack tables, where my boss was waiting. Dead on the floor. Blood. Soaking into the burgundy carpet.
How did he die? Where was his son? How awful. So for me, I would be like, how awful, please go on.
Right.
And because that to me is please go on, as opposed to, let me redirect your story.
Right.
How awful.
Awful, right. I never liked the guy, but I wasn't happy. That's for sure. Unlike his son, standing next to his dad's body, he smiled when he saw me. You'll make this go away, he said.
Oh, God.
I nodded. 2 guys, bigger than horses, stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into the trunk of a black car. One of them drove. The other made sure to sit with me in the back seat.
Oh, do you know these men? Did you like the son?
Well, that's a
What?
weird question.
Listen, again, these tell you who you are.
Yeah,
I don't think people realize how easy it would be to write you talking about yourself because you're already doing it.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm. But I think there's probably something that I don't understand about the genre.
I love the fact that
of
also,
dating games.
for me, though, a lot of people go, no, they're neutral questions. I'm like, no, they're not.
They're not.
They're completely fucking value judgments, the things sometimes that you decide to click on. They could totally be some sort of assumption.
Oh, I think I
basically,
figured this one out. Did you decide to do it because did you like the son kind of thing? Did you agree because, did you like the son?
Right?
And I don't think that's it at all. Did you know these men? Anyway.
No! All their toughs look the same. I swear they worked a year
Uh-huh.
before I sneeze.
Bless you.
Too much smoke!
Bless you.
I swear they worked a year and then got put down. Like my boss had been put down. I kept thinking about where this put me when we got to the desert. Would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss, friend to the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved. A hole in the sand.
Okay, so question. How is that you taking care of this? If one of them's driving to where they decide...
We're gonna probably have to find out.
Your girl was at the sitter. Did you confront the son? I would.
Why would you confront the son?
I would be like, then what happened? Like,
right?
Really, I'd be like, what next? I guess, did you confront the son?
Not a chance! By the time we got back to the strip, the casino was open, busy as ever, and the son was out, making funeral arrangements. A heart attack. That's what they called it. Sudden, unexpected.
Did they use a fake body?
A closed casket. Tragic. Horse crap.
And your daughter? But how did you die? Daughter, let's ask about the daughter.
I wasn't about to pick her up. At least not until things cooled down. I went home alone. Locked all the doors and the windows. Turned off all the lights. And waited.
You are so much more of a talker than the other one.
Nothing happened until I nodded off. I woke to an intense heat. Took a deep breath, sucking in hot, black smoke. My lungs felt like they were burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down.
Oof.
After making sure I was inside.
Oh. I'm sorry, Vera.
I'd ask both.
I would do both either, but I would
God
say
damn
I'm
it.
sorry. I feel like if you say I'm sorry, she might talk about her kid anyway.
Right?
But also, you might not know if you just died there.
Right? So sorry. Yeah, well, now you know why. I'm the lady in smoke.
That makes some sense. You probably, despite the cigarette, smell like a fire.
Right?
You probably smell like a fire.
The bell rings. Sorry this got so grim. After this is all over, maybe we could grab a drink and try not to let the past haunt us.
That sounds fine to me.
Even for just an hour?
Honestly, you're really interesting.
You really are. Oh, we maybe didn't do very well with Vera?
You didn't get an option for that one. I don't know. Oh, hello.
Oh, it's alright. We're actually totally 100% dead?
Yeah, sort of. Yes. To make it simple for you, yes.
As in afterlife?
Yes.
The afterlife?
Yes. If you can call it that, just yes.
So you're a ghost, and I'm a ghost.
Yes.
That's
why it's. I would be this. That's why it's speed dating for ghosts.
I thought that was so strange, but then I just figured ghosts was ironic or something.
Oh my god.
Maybe slang?
You thought you were like social ghosts, social
Right.
outcasts.
I can see it.
Oh,
I can see it.
I got ghosted.
Reasonable.
Yeah!
Socially reasonable. Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
For people who are a little out of it, I'm a little out of it. Right now, especially.
That might never go away.
Or I know it's.
I would do that. I know it's so hard to believe.
It is hard to believe.
Because you're sympathizing. So it sounds like you're caretaking this whole time. It's okay.
I mean, really, seriously, there's no such thing as ghosts. You seem pretty real. Are you all just pulling my leg? Is this a prank show? One of those hidden camera things? I can see right through your weird monster makeup.
This is no costume. What if it was a prank show?
I think you're trying to be a little distant, but you're also like, I'm trying to be
I'm
firm.
I'm trying to be consistent. And
Yes.
the thing is, I always do. I never switch back to humor until I'm sure someone's grasped it. But this feels like a mask strapped on so hard. Like, it really does. I'm like, what are you, dear?
Uh-huh.
This is no costume.
So this isn't a show, then what? A dream? Is this some messed up dream? If that's what it is, I should be able to wake myself up
Oh, God.
by like screaming or something. That usually works.
Oh, God. Please don't.
Please, I'm here.
Please don't.
Sorry, dream ghost. It's time for this water skier to wake up.
Aha.
You gotta keep screaming for
The
the rest
little
of
ghost noise. The little ghost noise is amazing.
Oh no, there's a ghost noise? That's amazing. I'm so fogged.
It's like an 8-bit ghost noise kind of thing.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Oh, nothing happened.
Feel any better?
I still feel alive. Just like disassociated.
Ooh.
That was disassociated.
I don't know.
That's okay.
Like the world is going on without me.
Yes.
It's a familiar feeling.
I'm sorry.
I felt it a lot when I was alive, too.
Oh.
Really sorry.
What was your life like? Or how long?
I can't ask how long you've been dead, because if you didn't know what happened, you wouldn't know how
Yeah.
long.
What was your life like?
It was difficult. Except not really. Mostly, life was pretty good.
Good parents? Good job? What were your priorities? What did you care? When you say life is good, what do you mean?
Well, and the thing is okay, so this is a good example of actually, like, making choices for a character, for a person. Because you could be like, well, what was good for you?
Right.
You know? Like, they're saying specifically, though, good parents, good job. Those are actually basically, like, social, moral, like,
Again,
moral judgments.
value judgments. So, like, again, you're telling a lot about us.
Uh-huh.
And I guess
that
they're
are what
learning.
our priorities
They're
are.
learning about us by what we ask.
Right.
Good job?
Honestly, I never really had a job.
Were you a NEET?
I did work during high school.
Were you a kid?
And I got sick my first year of college.
You were young, weren't you?
Oh.
Sick?
This is how to talk about. I had cancer.
I'm sorry.
A brain tumor. It was bad. Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday.
Aw.
I started getting headaches and feeling confused about things. Things would just look wrong, out of place. It's hard to describe.
That's why you don't know if you're alive or dead.
You can't remember.
Because
It was just slow degradation and it messed up your brain.
oh,
Poor
honey,
thing.
I'm so sorry. That's dark.
How long did they give you? What was the treatment like? The treatment doesn't fucking matter. We're talking about your life.
They gave me a few months. The treatment that turned into a year. They said I was aggressive, so they had to be aggressive. Eventually, the symptoms subsided. It seemed like they zapped it. Told me I was progression-free. Whatever that means. I was allowed to go back to school, but I didn't. I retreated to my room. After so much time facing death, I had a lot of trouble facing people.
Aww.
Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. I'm facing death and peanut butter.
I suddenly appreciate your sense of humor there.
Yeah.
And ding ding.
Wow.
Oh.
There's the bell. I guess it's back out into the world now. Oh, we're allowed to figure out. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for having me talk this out.
Sure thing, Steph.
Steph leaves the room.
Whoa.
If you hurry, you could catch up to her. See if she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk, nor is she the infamous Lady in Smoke.
She seems fine, just really confused.
Fascinating. Choose your date.
Okay, you do get
Riley,
to choose.
Vera, or Steph.
I imagine there's given what we just experienced
That was-
across these two.
Okay.
I would tend to say there's a lot more depth to all the characters than we realize.
Oh, of course. Now, the thing is that I have to say right now, I am deeply entertained that the game is literally telling you to go date Steph.
It is. It's making a judgment. Specifically, if we know you're not going to choose Steph because, spicy hot guy or famous, interesting, mysterious person, why would you choose a normal young person who died of cancer with nothing remarkable?
I'm like,
And it's almost a challenge. Would you date her?
And that feels really disingenuous, but also feels like a really strange thing. You can date whoever you want, but we'll weirdly judge you for it? Or is it basically a line that pops up, since we don't know how this works, we've really never played this game before?
Yeah.
Is this just a thing that popped up because we did so many things, quote, right with Steph?
I don't
Because
know.
I imagine there were more optimum choices to have a better or more, or a particular outcome.
I don't know. I also feel like based on how these ones look a lot more human than Steph was meant to be off-putting.
Yeah.
And then it does feel like the game is challenging you. Would you pick this person?
I'm also like, you're going on a date. You're not picking a fucking life partner. Jesus
Exactly.
Christ.
Now, I was gonna
That's
say-
again where I'm like, you have a weird opinion about what dates are for.
Kind of, yeah. Or a date might not be interesting.
Well, and also, the date might not be interesting. So this is again where I also go, it sounds like in some weird ways. Again, like a cis, basically dude, possibly hetero experience. Going, yeah, you'd only date somebody who was hot, somebody who was fascinating, because Vera, that's the only reason you date Vera, because these are also our value judgments, which again can be completely assumptive. I don't know these people, so
I didn't connect to Vera being famous or important as a ghost figure at all. But also, if the afterlife is what I assume it is, then I would really say going, you have all the time you want.
You could date any of these people.
So you could, 1, date any of them, and 2, you could come back and speed date again.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you might be missing out on the other 2 because they might not go back and speed date, but like, you're not wasting your time. It might not be as interesting, no matter who you pick. I would pick Vera, because her life sounded difficult, fascinating, and complicated, and I related to some of the choices she made, having been in poverty myself, which the whole thing suggesting of, I'm a single parent, and I'm working at a job that hurts me and is dangerous because I need to afford this life.
And I would say, honestly, for 2, I imagine Riley is probably much deeper, like you said.
Like I said, there's more going on.
But, like, really, yeah, I was mostly interested in Vera, and then obviously Steph near at the end. I was like, that's really fascinating.
Yeah. Steph, you got plenty interesting. Game designers, you might not find it interesting. Steph was plenty interesting, but
I have more time. I can come back and do it later. Yeah. I don't have FOMO, actually.
Honestly,
but I'm also not looking for a romance. I'm looking for basically some way to sort of have a good day.
You, the writer, specifically challenging, going, well, you might not find it interesting, felt really weird.
Yeah, it is kind of
also strange. Like, Riley specifically asked to hang out with us. Vera, and we had an option to respond. We didn't with Vera, and neither did we with Steph. And Steph also just left and didn't invite us to come along.
Yeah.
So both Riley and Vera invited us more to come into their space, and Steph did not.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go with Vera. This is not a huge weighted choice now that we talked about it.
It's really not. Again, no FOMO here. Like, seriously, this isn't a value judgment.
I don't know how long this is going to be.
You meet Vera outside.
Oh, God. Hi, Vera. How you doing?
She's smoking in the dark.
Saw you long enough. Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So, what do you want to do? The world's our...
Vera stops talking. She seems distracted all of a sudden.
You hear that?
No? I didn't hear anything. What were you going to say? I'm just going to say I didn't hear anything.
I heard a voice. There it is again.
Oh, it was Beep Speak. Now I heard it. Yeah.
A voice. Did you hear it this time?
Yeah, I totally heard it.
What?
Are you okay? I totally heard it this time.
Honestly not sure. I'm hearing a second voice. Ha! This one sounds familiar, like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me. Me, but not me.
Oh, that sounds weird. This is so weird. Where are the voices? Where is the voice coming from? This sounds condescending.
That sounds a little condescending.
This sounds weirdly like, oh, how's your head? This is so weird. Let's try so weird, because the other one sounds condescending.
That's all. The voice is calling out to me, saying, Vera, are you there?
Wait.
We're trying to reach Vera.
I say, is Vera being resuscitated?
In the 1950s?
We don't know what time it is now.
Oh, we don't know at all. We also
don't know how time in the spirit world works. What if you're just all there in a timeless space? Anyway.
No, that's interesting. Try it, or it's a seance.
It's a seance? Oh my god, it could be a seance.
I'll try to reach Vera. That on the 5th, November 1954.
Seance.
Yep, and then the other voice, the one that sounds so familiar, it says, it's Mom. Where are you, Mom?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's your kid trying to reach you through a seance.
Oh no. My daughter? Hi. Sorry, I have to go.
You should.
I have to find her.
Do it! Can I come with you? That sounds inappropriate to the daughter.
I'd just be like, I understand.
Like, I was gonna say, can I come with you sounds like fun adventure, but that doesn't sound fair to the daughter.
Would you like support? That's what I wish that question was if it was me. Going, can I come with you? Would you like support?
Also, I understand often has that weighted thing of going, oh, I get it. I understand. If you were on a date.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I understand. Do it!
I'm sorry about this, hon.
No worries.
Don't
apologize.
I need to figure out what's going on here.
Please do.
You could come with me if you wanted.
It's not too much trouble.
This seems too personal.
The thing is I feel like it would be disrespectful to your daughter.
That's why I'd be like, if it's not too much trouble, that's the closest I could get, because this seems too much too personal. Is making also a choice for Vera.
Well, this seems too personal, is I'm put off by this.
Yes.
It's not really a choice for Vera. It's so much as that's too much. Like someone going, oh my god, I suddenly need to go to my parents' house. Do you want to come with me? And they go, whoa, that's too personal.
Right?
Okay, so this is, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, no trouble. You're an adult. These voices, though? Not sure. What I'm hearing. Sounds like my daughter. But, well...
Go see.
You know what I've done. Might be nice to have some backup.
Aww.
Oh, honey. You follow Vera to the source of the voices in her head. A small bungalow on a quiet street on the other side of town. There's a square hedge around the front yard, and a neon sign in the window.
I was gonna say, psychic readings. Nice. Good call.
Psychic readings. Know the future.
It's a marquee.
Know yourself. It is a marquee.
That's actually kind of a cute convention.
Let's go inside.
Okay.
Inside, the house is dark, except for a dim room towards the back, lit by trembling candles.
Ooh.
2 people are seated at the table, facing each other.
Aww.
One is a young woman, dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be the psychic, and playing the part with witchy flair. A second woman sits across from her.
Aww.
This woman is in her 70s, wearing wire-frame glasses and a long black dress. She looks like a retired librarian.
Aww. Poof.
That's my daughter. Is this a seance?
Sure looks that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, done.
What happens now?
Say hello. I, Witchy Flair, feel a presence.
Vera's daughter opens her eyes.
Are you there? Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. I sense 2 presences. 2. Yes. One is unknown to me.
The psychic breathes in deeply.
You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond. Mom, it's Jane. I need to know what happened. Probably as far as you were concerned. There was probably a big cover-up, and probably your mom just never came back.
Yeah.
Oh, how you really died. The police, the papers, they all said it was an accident. But I found your letters. Mom, what did they do to you? Oh.
I can't tell her what happened. It's too hard. Can you say something? I need her to know. I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it.
Oh, poor thing. I also love how encouraging this is in general for the culture of seances, of going, sometimes the person you summon may just have anxiety and discomfort. They could actually be there listening, you know? Alright, tell Jane how her mom really died. Tell her it was an accident. Remain silent.
My biggest problem is that I just... the business of psychics makes me deeply uncomfortable.
That's why I said the culture, and I just put it over there in that corner of going...
Because the thing is it is a business. And in a lot of ways, like, even the most infamous psychics in the United States, they've all been, as far as I know, basically completely discredited every single fucking time. Because they learn basically how to fish, and they learn basically cues, and they learn basically common things.
How to tell people what they want to hear.
They also sometimes fill their audience actually with specific people.
I would say, on the other hand, there are plenty of people who do things that we don't understand, and I don't know enough about the culture to make judgments. Really famous ones have been discredited, but if they were really seeking fame, they may have gone a direction that would get them in a lot of trouble. And also, like, if you have true, powerful magic, you probably wouldn't seek fame.
Why not, though? I mean, that's a value judgment right there. We shouldn't seek fame.
No, not
Why?
shouldn't. Probably wouldn't. Because there's so much suspicion about, well, if you have a real, actual magic power, people will control you and possess you and put you in a cage. It's in like 9 billion stories.
It's fine.
Anyway, her mom just requested it, so I'm just gonna do it.
The psychic repeats what you say, word for word.
The letters were all true. Every word. I'm sorry I left you. I did it so you could live.
Jane begins to cry.
You didn't leave me. They took you from me.
It's true.
It's true. I was only a little girl. I'm so sorry, Mom. I miss you so much. Aw, look at that.
I miss you too.
Aw.
Honey.
And that is why I said, for people that believe in that kind of stuff, this could be very encouraging.
I know.
Because much of it is a matter of belief. Oh my god, and that's
Wow.
one round of the game.
That is one round of the game. And it looks like
Holy
you need
cow.
to play one round, because you can't just...
I think you do have to play one round every
It's like freaking Doodle Day.
single time.
Ah.
Doodle Day saves your
pictures.
but
It does not save your choices.
Oh, games that don't save are so hard to do this way.
I know. Well, yeah, we had no idea. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for an especially long episode. We appreciate having you here. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. It actually does a lot in regards to YouTube algorithm. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon and the Twitch. It is down in the description down below, and we would love to see you in those locations. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!